Guys, do you read?
There's a hope that's waiting for you in the dark. You should know you're beautiful just the way you are. And you don't have to change a thing, the world could change its heart. No scars, see you're beautiful. We're stars and we're beautiful.
Hey guys, one question I have for you. Do you read? Do you read books? Do you read magazines? Do you subscribe to journals, newsletters, articles? Guys, do you read? Why are authors writing books if humans are not reading? Why? Think about that question. Are we so far into technology that we are always on our phone, texting, iMessaging, WhatsApping, Facebooking, Instagramming, Twittering, Pinteresting? But do we take the time to pick up a book and read? It's so rare to see children reading. Are parents even encouraging their kids to read books? Does that still exist in today's technological world? Are we telling our kids that reading is succeeding? Do we enforce it that knowledge is power? Or are these just cliches that pass over our heads? My audience, my subscribers, do you read? If you cannot tell me the last book that you've read, or a book that you are currently reading, or a book that you intend to read, you're not reading. I'm actually simultaneously, that means at the same time, reading 2 books. The first one is called 21 Things That Every Leader Needs to Know, and it's by the author Dr. Paul Kreitz. Because I am into leadership is my forte, I read books on leadership. One of my former colleagues, just published her book, her first book, and it's called If Only I Could Tell by Nikita Y.S. Knowles. So I'm between 2 books. What are you guys reading out there? The best way to encourage and motivate yourself to read is to read books that you are interested in. No one told you go out there and find a book on cars if you are not interested in cars. Whatever interests you, whatever, like they say, floats your boat, there's a book about it. There's an article about it. There's a blog about it. Go out there and find the information and read. How else are you going to get better on that particular thing if you do not read about it? A person who can read, who is able to read and don't read, is no better than a person who can't read. Because that person who cannot read, they have a handicap. They just can't do it. But you have the ability to read words, understand sentences, and construct meaning from them. And you're sitting on books that are written for you to read. You're wasting away a good ability to know how to read. I had to do this video because I was inspired by the fact that I was bringing my books to you guys. Every week there was a new book that I published. I published so far 3 books. And I wanted to know the fact that authors are writing these books. Like I said, my former colleague just wrote a book, If Only I Could Tell. We are spending, I have to do a video on what it takes to actually publish a book. It takes time, money, energy, everything. You have persons who are going to critique your work. It takes a lot a lot goes into publishing a book. And if we are spending our time and energy and money and resources to write these books, a person's are not reading these books, we are wasting our time. But the main reason why authors write is not only because it's about, you know, getting it out there. They want to make sure that they leave a legacy. If there's a book that you want to write, write it. And when you're dead and gone, the book will still be there. So a piece of you will always be on earth. But are you reading? It's so sad. As a teacher, like I said, it's really hard to motivate my students to get them to read, because the only time I see them is in school, and the time that I have with them, the only book that we are really reading is the textbook that's assigned to that particular grade. So parents, it's incumbent upon you, please encourage your kids. These are your kids. Encourage them to read a book. Not just any book. Read a particular book. Read a book that interests them. Just read. When you are waiting around in a doctor's office, read. When you are waiting around to get your teeth checked, read. When you are going to the airport to catch a flight, might be delayed. If it's not, you're on the plane, read. When you are at home, nothing to do, the light goes off, take your flashlight out and read. There are so many ways that we can present ourselves available to be a good reader. And it's not a cliche that practice makes perfect. If you read excessively, you will be a better reader. You understand words. There's so many benefits about knowing how to read. I will list them right here. And of course you can Google them yourself. But there are so many benefits on why it's important to know how to read, and only how to read when you learn that skill to actually use that skill. But it's just an inspirational video for you guys, encouraging you guys to learn how to read if you can't read. And then when you actually learn how to read, begin reading and continue reading. When you finish one book, guys, pick up a next book. Comment down below. Let me know what you think about this video. Thanks for watching my video. Make sure you like, comment and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Thanks for watching. Bye guys.